How to get out of your comfort zone. Well, imagine this. You're standing at the edge of your comfort zone, feeling safe, secure, and in control. It's easy to you, it feels familiar, but deep down you know that something is missing. What if I told you that the real reason you're stuck isn't only because of fear of pain or failure, but a belief you've accepted, an illusion created by your mind? I'm here to tell you that that comfort zone you're clinging to isn't protecting you, it's holding you back. Hey everyone, it's Noor and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get out of your comfort zone. We're going to talk about how those barriers you think exist aren't actually real. They're self-imposed. And the moment you step beyond them, which we're going to be discussing on how you can do that, well, the world will open up for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first thing you must realize is that your comfort zone is the real obstacle. It's not actually the thing that you're scared to do. No, it's your comfort zone. And that thing stopping you from achieving your dreams, from moving across the country, from doing anything you want to do is your comfort zone. It's a cozy, safe place that makes you feel comfortable, but the truth is that nothing happens there. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. I want you to go back in time and remember you trying to learn how to ride a bike. It was obviously terrifying at first, but that discomfort turned into mastery, and the same thing applies to life. Whatever it is you are trying to achieve and do, you have to put yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to get familiar with being uncomfortable so that the uncomfort becomes your comfort. And the only way to actually overcome that discomfort is through it. You have to attack discomfort. You can't run away from it, because the more you run away from it, the more it's going to follow you and follow you. So you have to confront it. Also, a way to get outside of your comfort zone is you need to realize that pain is just an illusion. Think about all the times you were so scared to do a particular thing, and then when you actually did it, it ended up being not as bad as you thought it was. For example, it could have been public speaking, it could have been a promotion, it could have been a presentation, meeting someone for the first time, like whatever it may be. Chances are the fear was mostly in your head, but the actual experience, not as bad as you thought it was. That's because your mind plays tricks on you. Its job is to protect you, and it's going to give you all the reasons to not do that particular thing, which is going to create false fears that feel real but aren't actually real. 99% of the fears that your brain gives you are not true. Since our brain's job is to make us not get out of our comfort zone, we need to talk to ourselves. We need to start programming our brain to think how we want them to think. Because here's the thing, I got a brain, I control it. I'm not gonna let my brain control me. And so every single time you're put in a situation, you need to tell yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen? Honestly, what's the worst thing that can happen if I took that risk? Am I gonna die? Because that's the worst thing. No, I'm not gonna die. So just do it. And when you ask yourself that question, it's going to allow you to take that step, because now you've got no problem. You've got no issues. Another thing is you must walk by faith. And what does it mean to walk by faith? Well, it pretty much means taking that leap into the unknown. Taking that step, not having evidence around you that it's going to work out, but trusting that it will. This is faith, You can't see something in front of you and have faith that it's going to work out. Then faith doesn't exist. The whole point of faith is actually you not knowing what's gonna happen, but doing it regardless. So you need to go about life trusting that everything is gonna turn out great. And this is where, putting your trust and faith in God comes in. Because I'm telling you, that fear that is controlling you and, you wanting to stay in your comfort zone, that isn't coming from God. This is coming from the devil. Because even God says, I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So that false belief that the devil is trying to plant in your mind, that your mind is trying to trick you into believing, is all false. And you get rid of it by having so much faith, because faith is going to cancel out all your fears, all your doubts, all your worries, and just everything that is holding you back. So put your trust and faith in God. I need you to understand that that zone you're living in isn't actually imposed by the world. It's chosen by you, because the only limits you have are the limits you place on yourself. The reason why most of the time you're not able to do a particular thing is because your internal dialogue is wrong. and it's false. If you say to yourself, oh, I cannot do this particular thing. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if I get embarrassed? What are people gonna say about me? All these things are actually chosen by you because you are saying them. And guess what? Most of the time when you start saying those things, then you're gonna believe them indirectly. And that's where you stay in your bubble. So in order to get out of that limit, out of that zone, out of that bubble, you have to tell yourself positive things. You know, always. You need to tell yourself, I can do this. God is with me. Victory is mine. I will succeed. It already happened. Time hasn't caught up yet. Think of all the athletes, the billion-dollar companies, the really successful people. You really think they were able to get to where they are right now if they didn't have a positive internal dialogue? No, it's impossible. Always remember, if your brain is working against you, you cannot win in the real world. Your brain needs to work in your favor, and that goes by you controlling it. And here's a reality check for you, because I really want you to see and understand the real cost of playing safe. Imagine you have two paths in front of you. One path is familiar, it's safe, but leads nowhere. And the other path is uncertain, it's filled with obstacles, but it leads to everything you've ever wanted. Now, most people, they choose the safe path and wonder why they feel stuck. Honey, it doesn't lead anywhere. That's why you're always gonna stay in the same position. That's why you're stuck and you can't get out. Unless you decide to go back, turn around, and choose the other path. Yes, maybe complex, but guess what? You will be able to get to where you wanna get to, and you will be able to succeed. Staying in your comfort zone has a hidden cost. Missed opportunities, unfulfilled potential, and a life that is just good enough. So ask yourself, if that's what you want, cool, but good luck with that. And if that's not what you want, you better start waking up. The thing is, everybody wants to succeed, and they look at these successful people and they're like, oh, like I want to do that as well. But nobody wishes to take that road they've been through. Everybody that you see, I'm telling you, that made it, went through obstacles, went through hardships, they had to endure so many things, and that's how they were able to get there. Because success doesn't come from playing it safe. If you're playing it safe, chances are you're never gonna fail, and of course, you're not gonna succeed. And that is why success comes from taking risks and going outside of your comfort zone. And think about it, like, what is really the meaning of life if you're never gonna do something that makes you feel excited or like nervous or makes you wonder about the possibilities that could happen? Like, what a boring life. So dare to believe in yourself. I dare you right now to believe in yourself. What is the maximum thing that's gonna happen? You know what's the worst thing that can happen? You might stumble. Yeah, okay, you might fail, but so what? So what? That is better. Failing at doing that particular thing is better than not even trying and staying stuck for the rest of your life. At least the other path leads to something. Keep that in mind, that you never lose anything if you step outside of your comfort zone, but you lose a lot if you stay in your comfort zone. And a very important realization that you should be aware of is that you're capable of so much more. And for some of you, you never tried to do something for you to know if you're capable or not. But I'm here to tell you that God has bestowed potential and a gift on everybody. Everybody can make it, but it's a matter of, are they going to take that leap of faith? Are they going to be brave and do it? Are they going to trust me, which is God? Are you going to trust God and doing it regardless? Here are some of the things you can try to do that will help you get out of your comfort zone. The first thing, you can always start small, meaning you don't need to take a giant leap at first, okay? Eventually you will, but right now, don't focus on that. You can always start small, meaning do something you've never done before, speak up at a meeting, go talk to a stranger. Just try to do something that makes you uncomfortable every single day, because those small victories are going to add up into you actually becoming confident and becoming a person that is willing to step out of their comfort zone. Another thing, change your routine. Meaning, if let's say you're always used to going to the same coffee shop, well, I need you to change that and start going to a new coffee shop. If you're always used to waking up at 12 p.m. Well, I need you to stop doing that and start waking up at 7 a.m. Why? Because that's uncomfortable. If you never attend a networking event because you're too scared, well, guess what? You better go and apply and show up at these events, because those things that you're willing to do are going to train your brain to embrace discomfort. And throughout that process, I need you to embrace failure, because guess what? You might stumble, and that's fine. If you don't stumble, I'll be actually surprised, because always remember, failure isn't the enemy. Every successful person has failed. And if you want to be a successful person, well, guess what? You're gonna fail, so embrace it, learn from it, and move on. Don't dwell on it, and definitely don't give up. And yeah, everyone, with that being said, like, this video isn't just a video. No, literally, I dare you to take one step out of your comfort zone and leave all your experiences down below in the comments. Of course, it really opens my heart when I see the comments. I want you to not hesitate to ever, comment or reach out to me, telling me about your progress, your wins, even your losses, just anything that is on your mind. I would love to hear you guys out. I'm telling you, this is the only video you'll ever need for stepping outside of your comfort zone. And if you apply everything that I told you, you will become a person that is bold, that is brave, and that is definitely confident. So yeah, everyone, with that being said, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something new. If you want to see more videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you follow me on my socials to stay connected with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.